Всем привет, друзья, с вами Бадди, и мы освобождаем поезд Juarez Gunslinger. Предстоит нам встретиться с Джесси Джеймс, самым знаменитым бандитом Дикого Запада. Так, я где-то самородок проглядел, где он? Ладно, по барабану. Да, вот здесь я сразу это понял. Камикадзе? Ни о чёмные. А в головном составе нас ждет сам Джесси, да? Ух ты, ух ты, ух ты. Вовремя я его подбил. Хотя проще, наверное, было бы просто пробежать.
Where would I find the gentleman's facilities? Suddenly I have an urgent need to drain my one-eyed snake. Well, I've had more than a few drinks, and I've been sitting here for quite a spell.
Right through there. Let me show you.
Рассказывать, кто будет. В замедленном действии это все будет происходить, пока он в туалет пошел. Это забавно.
You think he's bullshitting us?
You don't think he's Silas Greaves?
I think he's just some old drunk looking for some free liquor.
Мне кажется, они таким образом просто реализовали переход с одной локации на другую.
I think I believe him. You don't think he met Jesse
James? Прикольно.
Boy, you gotta be kidding me. That story makes no sense at all.
Jack.
I mean, you gotta be two bricks short of a load to believe that cock and bull story.
I don't agree.
Jack, lay off the
But
bar.
you seriously think that tired old man went toe-to-toe with Jesse James?
Well, that's better. Did I mention that this Jim was married to the infamous Belle Starr? Of course, I didn't learn that until later. Anyway, I made my way forward the best I could. Around the side.
Ух ты, блин. Как я вас не заметил. А сейчас что произошло? Я упал с поезда? Забавно.
At some point, some sumbitch saw me and shouted out, "It's a damn Pinkerton!" Damn Pinkerton! Now, I never worked for that limey cocksucker, but I guess they assumed I was one of his assassins. Those evil bastards firebombed Jesse's mother's house and killed his stepbrother. So it's no wonder each and every asshole on that train wanted me dead.
Everybody's always mistaking you for somebody else, aren't they? Why is that, I wonder?
Don't rightly know, Jack. I'm just telling you how I remember it.
I bet you are.
Так, здесь у нас тупик наверх. Обратно, что ли? Нет, нам туда. Просто разбежаться надо. Хорошо. Отлично. С лесопилки что-то везут. Тут нам как пройти? А, по ним стрелять надо. Это опасно, поезд так может и сойти.
or the
Дружище,
bastard I was
чё
after.
в воздухе
Jesse
завис?
hired a damn army after Northfield. Guess he didn't want to be outgunned like that ever again. Right about then, I was attacked by some asshole on a Gatling gun.
Yeah, seems like you run into a lot of them.
Asshole?
Gatling guns.
Yes, I did. Now, I don't remember how I took it out. It was either a bullet or dynamite.
Where would you find dynamite?
Да что ж ты будешь делать? А, в динамит застрял. Рядышком совсем. Попаду, не попаду. Попал. Ой, прилично отнял. Да блин, опять. Высоко. Сейчас должен попасть. Да. Мимо. Отлично. Туда проверено докидать. Хорошо. По-моему, с пули было бы быстрее намного. Слишком много динамита. Чего же не умираете-то? Вот они меня попадают через доски, почему я не попадаю? Блять, я же первый выстрелил. Вернее, ударил. Может быть, можно пулемет развернуть? Да. Как-то сразу мне до этого мысль не дошла. Что, все?
I was looking for Jim and shooting any son of a bitch stupid enough to get in my way. And that included Jesse James himself.
Стрелок в броне. Все вижу. Динамита нет, вот туда обидно. Хорошо, любая броня слабеет.
There sure were a lot of men determined to die that day.
Хорошо.
It was then that Jesse detached the express car from the rest of the damn train.
Опасно.
could see Jesse waiting for me, fixing to kill me so he could get away with all that money.
Дуэль. Так быстро.
You had a showdown with Jesse James?
Of course he didn't. Everybody knows that Jesse was killed by Bob Ford.
Yeah. Jesse went out like John Wesley Hardin. Coward shot him in the back of the head.
Guess it doesn't matter how far you run, does it, Ben? Your past always catches up with you. Yeah, I didn't kill Jesse James. Just wounded him bad enough to convince him to hang up his guns.
What about that Jim fella? What happened to him?
I figure he was up front with a gun to the engineer's head. That bastard slipped away again. I'll tell you how I got him. But first I need to wet my whistle.
Дуэль с Джесси Джеймсом прошла успешно. Без пощады. Джесси Джеймс был убит в 1882 году Робертом Фордом, и оставшиеся в живых члены банды сплотились вокруг нее. Это интересно, но слишком быстро пишется.
After my showdown with Jesse, I continued to track his brother, Frank, and that son of a bitch Jim.
Так, ну
I
все,
followed those
проходим.
bastards into the high mountains as they were going to ground.
What mountains would that be?
Somewhere in the Ozarks, I believe. The perfect place to hide out from the authorities.
Две шашки динамита у нас есть, надо запомнить.
In fact, before I could find them, some Indians who fled the Reds and were hiding out from the military found me first. They probably thought I was a cavalry scout and didn't want me telling the military where they were.
Engines?
Yeah, they could have been Cheyenne, but there was all sorts of renegades roaming the landscape back then.
Как же без индейцев в горах-то? Высунул головку, получи в нее пулю. Уютно у них здесь в горах. Прям чувствую, какой воздух разряженный. Беги, 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 беги. Не добежал. Когда вы, ребята, меня не окружаете со всех сторон, вы вообще не представляете опасность.
Hey, how about another whiskey, Ben? Nothing better to soothe the troubled soul.
Кстати, у нас же есть очки нераспределенные, да? Давайте сюда пойдем. На второй круг, можно сказать. Так. Здесь уже опаснее, здесь спрятаться мало где есть.
Now, where was I? Indians, right. I had more than my share of run-ins with the Redskins. Like that time... Did I tell you about Grey Wolf?
Yes, sir.
Ой, как удачно.
Of course I
Всех
did.
завалил.
In fact, I could still remember that old medicine man's words.
Они прибегают, я бросаю динамит. Все
Christ,
просто.
we're back to that again.
Ой, только динамит закончился.
You carry great darkness in your heart. It will claim your soul. You will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will grow until it consumes everything you are.
Да, эту сцену мы видели уже при общении с Серым Волком. У меня почему-то при слове Серый Волк только одна ассоциация. Это мультик «Ну погоди».
So, did you ever find it? The man you are after.
Let me ask you something, Ben. You ever think about death?
Mr. Greaves, are you all right?
Ooh, death. Oh, death. Won't you spare me over to another year? What is this? that I can't see, with ice cold hands taking hold of me. Well, I am death, none can excel. I'll open the door to heaven or hell.
Быстрее за укрытие.
Oh, death, won't you spare me over till another year?
So are you gonna answer the question?
What question is that?
Jim Reed. Did you ever find him?
Reed was indeed that son of a bitch's surname. That's right, Ben. A despicable character. I remember him laughing like a hyena that cold morning they lynched me and my brothers. He was intent on avoiding my vengeance, but nothing was gonna stop me. Nothing.
Фрэнк Джеймс, брат Джесси Джеймса, если кто не понял.
I finally did track those outlaws down. They had long rifles with scopes and were well positioned to pick off any poor soul who came anywhere close.
Так, просто из укрытия в укрытие. Оп-оп-оп-оп, не достанете. Ух ты, блин. Похоже, они просто по скрипту стреляют. То есть мне нужно... Пока мне нужно просто уворачиваться. Подойду ближе, получится что-то другое.
I'm guessing Frank James believed I was responsible for the demise of his brother Jesse. I couldn't really disagree with the man, as I thought Jesse was dead then as well.
Солнце светит, не видно ни хрена. Откуда пули летят?
He backed off as I closed in on him, but he was still intent on killing me. And when I closed in on him again, he backed off again, looking for a better angle on me.
Так. Я не хочу дробовик, мне он сейчас вообще не с руки. Перепрыгиваем. Че, мы пытаемся обойти его с тыла, а он пытается нас убить по-прежнему. Откуда, не могу понять.
Hell, I can't fault Frank for wanting his revenge, as I was there for the same damn reason myself. At this point, I'm guessing you think Silas Greaves is a worse murderer than Jim Reed ever was.
No, sir.
A man who spent half his life killing somebody's brothers, fathers, sons.
I think you were just looking for justice, sir.
Is that what I was looking for, Dwight? Is that what it was? Justice?
Опасно. Просто бежим, короче.
Isn't that why you were hunting the James gang?
The James gang. Right. I finally found Frank holed up in his mountain cabin, and he was determined to have me dead. It was a pitched battle that could have gone either way. Luckily, I had some dynamite in my possession.
Dynamite. On your person.
A few sticks, just in case.
Че, проверим,
It's always
наносится ли
good to be prepared.
урон, да.
I'm just laying out the facts as I remember them, Jack.
Жри, тварь. Хорошо.
That old shack? Well, it went tumbling right off that cliff.
With Frank James still in it?
Yes, sir.
But Frank James is still alive, living in Missouri, showing folks around the family farm for 25 cents a tour.
I didn't say he died in the fall, now did I?
I'm done with this damnable outlaw life. Kill me, don't kill me, do what you will. At this point, I just don't give a shit.
I explained to Frank that I had nothing against him personally and that I was looking for someone else.
You want Reed? Have at him. I never did like that bastard. I am done here.
We parted in peace as Frank pointed out the path to my prey before making his way back down the hill.
Ну хоть одного переубедили заниматься разбойничеством. И сел такой, смотрит вдаль, грустит. Печаль, беда у него. Ну а наш путь лежит дальше. Жрите динамит, твари.
Well, I finally found the last of the gang hiding in a nearby cave. First, I had to dispatch the lookouts, as I was determined not to let that murderer escape my revenge again.
Жалко мне на эту падаль динамит тратить. Но придется.
Rather than wander in willy-nilly, I decided it would be better to smoke that sumbitch out. Hey, Reed! I shouted. No wonder you're so ornery. Can't be easy being married to Belle Starr. While you're off providing for the family, she's spreading her legs for every Tom, Dick, and Cole younger. Not an attractive woman exactly, but very friendly. At least she was to me.
Son of a bitch!
It was then that the last bunch of bandits jumped out of hiding.
Why won't this asshole give up? Will someone please kill him? Run!
Не попал. Сколько их там?
I will knock you in the next week.
Они их клонируют, что ли?
Eventually, it was just me and Reed. I had waited a long time to face him down, so I could repay him for what he did to my brothers.
Так, ну давайте, вроде проценты растут. Хорошо.
And repay him I did.
Так вот быстро мы убили нашего главного злодея. Продолжаем.
Well, I don't know about you boys, but I'm pretty beat.
Well, it's too damn bad you never found that Bob character. Seems a shame you never had to pay.
Well, funny thing about that, I did have one more chance at him.
Назад к 7-му эпизоду.
6 months ago, I heard that Butch and Sundance were back in the States and had gathered up some of their old gang. I tracked them down, hoping that Roscoe Bob Bryant had returned with them.
So you're saying they didn't die down in Bolivia?
That's what I'm saying.
Интересная завязка. Возвращаемся во времена 7-го эпизода. Хороший, плохой, мертвый. Боб долго ускользал из рук Сайлоса.
40 years I had waited to get my hands on the last of my brother's killers. Not even an army of demons could have stopped me now.
Давайте продолжение этих событий увидим уже в следующей серии. А пока, надеюсь, вам понравилось. Ставьте комментарии, подписывайтесь, ставьте лайки. С вами был Анибодиплей. До новых встреч. Все, пока. Пока.
To know